Heyo, this is the Final Boost.
And this is Madhouse.
And today we're going to do a quick reaction to our favorite fighting game lolcow.
Who is that?
Well, it's not DSP. It's Fate Fight All Thy Enemies.
That's a dope name, though.
Yeah. So he put out this really weird, cringe video about how MK1 females are ugly.
I wouldn't say they're ugly.
We've known him from like a while ago where he used to get in little arguments with like Tom Brady and Mike Hollow about MK1 itself, and we can get into that to a later date. I want to handle this one. I haven't seen the whole thing.
Okay.
So all this will be up until like the first like 2 minutes, I think it would be new for me.
All right,
so let's get into it.
I want a Sub-Zero mask.
All right, not to be outdone, we're going to talk about this ugly bint, right? Now, I know, like, some people look at this, it's so attractive, right?
We're starting already, huh? Not to be outdone. Let me show you this ugly, like, how do you start off your argument by just calling somebody a bitch?
Like, this is taken from a stream, right?
I don't know, I just got it from a video.
Because it's like he just starts the argument like he was complaining about stuff in those prior.
Not to be outdone. By who? Man, we don't know the context, to be fair.
Yeah.
But, like, what is this problem? I mean, I can't wait to get into this, but what is wrong with Kitana's face?
I don't know. Only thing I see right now is a bunch of red flags.
Like, she's a pretty woman.
Yeah, she okay in this game. I think she looked better in other games, but she good looking in this game.
Well, I just want to, let's see.
All right.
No, come on, man. All right, stop lying. Okay, I'm going to prove. All right, I'm going to prove, because I'm going to just throw some screenshots on the screen. Now, you can change her pose. I was actually trying to see if we could get a pose where she isn't, like, trying to cover up a fucking mug, right? But apparently you can't. Okay? This is the best we got. Right. Now. Oh my god, look at her fucking elbow. What the fuck is that? Do I have that?
So I already see where his argument is going.
Yeah, where is it?
Like, he immediately looked at her tits.
And that was my guess too, because like I said, there's nothing wrong with her face. I don't understand why he thinks that she's trying to intentionally cover up her face.
She got fan, put like the geisha thing.
It's a fan, dude. She's supposed to be displaying a weapon so you can change the gear.
Like the geisha thing when they do the.
But what I'm saying is he's saying like that's like an attention. Anyway, look, all I'm saying is I immediately saw red flags when he brought up the tits.
He didn't bring them up yet.
Tits, but he aimed at them.
And then the part that I'm confused about is, have he not seen an elbow before?
I don't know what the elbow thing is.
Did you see his pose?
Yeah.
But like, have you not seen an elbow before?
It looks like an elbow to me.
I mean, it might look weird because our arm's super thin. But it's like,
I mean, I'll give her that.
It's an elbow.
Her arm is really thin, but it looks like an elbow.
Yeah, like what if, let's continue.
All right.
Shit. You gotta look at her ass. Yeah, where we can kind of see. You see how they make the ass shapely under there, right? But then they cover it up, right? This is what they do. Anyway, now I've been very critical of how the women look in this game. I think Sindel is probably the only one that I would consider feminine, perhaps, right?
So this is just about the tits and ass.
We not even a minute in yet.
Let's not even stand on ceremony in this one. It's about the tits and ass.
Well, apparently he got a problem with her elbow on her face too.
But Melina and Kitana had the same face actress in this game.
They did. Oh, I don't know all that.
Yeah, they do. They got the same face model.
Okay.
So, and Sindel has a different face, but there is not an ugly looking female in this game.
I mean, they barely looked. They looked at, well, they were good in 11, but I'm talking about in terms of like MK9. Yeah, they improved a lot on the female face.
And watch this dude use MK9 as an example. If he uses MK9 as an example, it's about the tits and ass.
It's always about the tits and ass. That's all everybody care about.
But I don't get how you call somebody ugly because they don't have a big tits and ass.
She do got a big ass.
I mean, she do have a big. That's what they do.
That's what they do. They hide it behind it. That's what they do.
They make the ass shapely, and then they hide it behind a butt kick.
That's what they do.
Katana's always had like no. The old Mortal Kombat ones didn't have the butt kick, but that's what they do nowadays.
Well, what do you mean?
Like it's part of the costume. It wouldn't look right without that.
Oh yeah, she got a little tail. Like
it wouldn't look right without the tail. I feel it would probably look incomplete.
I mean, we barely admitted that, and I just don't know his point.
Well, his point is because Kitana's not ugly. Nobody in this game is ugly. So his point is that other than Sindel, every female is lacking feminine charm, i.e., big tits and an ass, and I guess sexy elbows.
But of course, Sindel will have feminine charm. She's a queen.
I don't get. Let's just keep going.
All right, man. We got to dig into this.
But let's throw some imagery on screen as a direct comparison, right? So here we have. So this is obvious. So there's a couple of, obviously it's going to be the actual real models, right? Because they were digitized characters back then, right? I think this was, what's her name? Is it Caitlyn? Is that a name? That did Kitana, Melina, and Jade in MK2. Anyway, this is Kitana in MK2, right? No, dude, no one was kicking her out of bed. You know what I'm saying? Right? That's Kitana MK2, and then we go here's MK3, right? MK3, obviously Kitana and Melina. And this is, I think, what's her name? Becky Gable, I think. And again, attractive, right? And there's pictures of her out there without her mask on, and she is a beautiful woman. And then when we get into, say for example, we'll go into the 3D era, right? So that, when we got Kitana in the 3D era, no, it's not just the face, right? It's like the full covering up, and this applies to all of them in the game, right? Again,
so is his beef? Is this beef? Cause that lady he showed, I don't know who the face model who.
Caitlyn.
She was there, yeah.
That's the actress for Kitana for MK2. Kitana, Jade, Melina, all those characters, right?
So you all had the same face model.
Yeah, but he's saying has he not seen MK1 Kitana's face model?
Because I don't think the 3D game used face models.
No, they're just animated faces.
Yeah.
But has he not seen the model for MK1 Kitana? She's gorgeous.
Is it now the lady that he's shown to me look white? She looked like a white lady.
No, I think she's. I don't know. I think she's Latina.
But what I'm saying is she looked more white. Was what I'm trying to say. So is the issue is that the fact that she looks more Oriental in this game? Fate, is this a preference? Do you just not like Oriental women? And it's fine if you don't. It's okay.
Why? Even if you don't prefer ethnic looking women, right? I don't know. He's from Australia or something, right?
He's space Britain. I don't know where he's from.
Even if he doesn't prefer ethnic women, that's one thing. But to call a woman ugly because she doesn't fit your preference, I just think it's going a bit too far.
This whole thing stinks of weird.
And I can understand if she was in a model in Baraka makeup or some shit like that. But she's not. These faces are pretty one for one outside of little things at the
I think her cheekbones might be a bit higher.
They might have
her face at MK1 compared to that face model is definitely her face is more stronger in MK1.
There's some liberties, but it's not that too far off.
It's not too far off. They emphasize different parts of her face.
It's so far not off that you could consider that an insult.
I would say it's at least like 90-95% the same.
But you would consider it an insult if you face.
Oh, he calling that lady ugly.
And you call somebody that you face model for ugly.
He calling that lady ugly.
So we can agree on that.
We can agree on that.
He's calling that full-grown women ugly.
Yes.
That beautiful full-grown women.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just checking.
All right.
And the agenda is, the best. Actually, you know what? These chicks look hotter when they got their actual face covered up, right? When all you can see is their eyes, you don't get that that 10,000 Thailand dollar job. You know what I'm saying?
So this is a race thing.
I told you.
So
but I told you.
Did he just call that woman a femboy?
A lady boy.
A lady boy. He called that woman a lady boy.
He called Kitana a lady boy.
Isn't he married?
Yeah.
Doesn't he have children?
I mean, I guess. I hope he don't have daughters. Because apparently they gotta live up to some standard of beauty. You're not good enough.
It's not even living up to a standard of beauty. The woman is beautiful.
I mean, I wouldn't kick her out of bed.
I wouldn't kick her out of bed either. It's not even like a sex thing. It's not about trying to be progressive or a sex thing. The woman is attractive.
Like conventionally attractive.
So what is he? He's not explaining what he's finding ugly. All he's saying is
the agenda.
She looks like a lady boy and she doesn't look like an MK1 ninja.
And the agenda.
I mean a 3D error ninja. What agenda? What does a face model have to do with an agenda?
We gotta keep going. We gotta keep digging.
We keep stopping after everything he says.
Because what he's saying is pure gold dust.
So this is going to be like a 40-minute video.
I hope not.
Oh my God, come on. Why is he comparing her to an almost 20-year-old character model?
Who's he comparing it to?
What is that, MK Deadly Alliance Kitana?
But that's not a face model. They allowed them to stretch and fold that face any way they fucking want to.
That's not the point. She doesn't look better.
The whole thing is she look good.
The only thing that's different is that she has bigger tits, and it feels like he's dancing around that.
I don't think he's dancing. I think he's trying to make a point. It feels as though,
because
I think he's trying to make a point.
It feels like a stretch to call her ugly and not have a distinct reason why she's ugly. I know he called her a lady boy, but that can't be it.
Well, have you seen her elbows?
She has lady boy elbows. MK1 Kitana has lady boy elbows confirmed.
Confirmed.
But why the fuck? I don't get it.
Like I said, we got to keep digging.
This is going to be a race thing.
I already said it. It's going to be a race thing.
Oh my God, Fate, what the fuck?
Right. Now, given the 3D era, obviously it's rough, polygon graphics, obviously, right? So we're not going to get a direct one-to-one. But if we go to MK9, right? Hang on, that's real big. Hang on. If we go MK9, now one of the things I do like, and I am gonna stand on this hill with my flag. I don't like the fact that they changed them into Asians, right? And I know some
told you. I told you it was because she was Asian. I told you
that can't be possibly what he meant.
And on top of that, why is he comparing her to MK9?
The ugliest Kitana.
I don't know. Her face isn't ugly, but there are much more masculine looking in that game, like her broad shoulders.
Is he saying
her thin hips?
Is he saying MK9 models look better than MK1 models?
Well, they definitely have bigger tits.
They're definitely more sexualized, and this is not a woke thing. This is just stating the obvious, right?
Yeah.
She just has bigger tits.
I mean, her face is different.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say, oh man.
Did MK9 use face models?
She has, I don't know. I doubt it, because who the fuck other than Morgan Webb has a man jaw like that?
Oh, Morgan man jaw? No, I like Morgan Webb. Fuck you.
No, it's fine. But what I'm saying is, she has that's literally a guy who can draw females or who can create female characters. Kitana and MK9, or the females in MK9 in general, look trans. They look like lady boys.
No, they're like lady men.
Lady men, whatever.
Because they got more broad shoulders. It's like they have more broad shoulders.
Looking. They have thin
square jaws.
Yeah, thin fucking hips, square jaws. They look more masculine than we do. Where's Kitana? She was like shaving a fucking beard.
In a minute,
Liu Kang. This is my wife, Kitana. I got you, babe.
I got you, babe.
I don't know. Oh, Fate, man. They don't look Asian. He don't like it that they look Asian. Like, and he's saying this. That's the hill he dies on.
And he's saying to have his chest out too.
I mean, I'm glad that after watching so many DSP stuff, I'm glad we got somebody who stands on business. But,
yeah.
And I'm glad he's owning what he says, but it's stupid.
It's so far it is extremely stupid.
It just comes off like it's racist.
Mind you, I'm not saying his preference is stupid.
No, that's fine. Like what you like.
He just sounds stupid.
But he made the video. He made the video. I don't like it that they made them more Asian. During the time, Fate, that's who they had available. Now that they're not restrained by particular like actresses with like combat skills or something like that, they can get a face model.
And don't it depend on like what Edenia is in that particular game?
Well, Edenia it doesn't matter.
Yeah, because it changes game per game.
Because they're not human.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
They're human shaped, if anything.
They're aliens, technically.
They're essentially to mortals, they're aliens. They look like humans, but they're not human. So they don't co-sign to the same fucking racial identity thing. They just happen to look how they look.
Yeah.
That's it.
If Kitana's white and Melina's brown, it don't matter because they're just Edenia.
You can argue that early Kitana looked like very like Latino. Or to that effect. I don't know specifically what her race was, but you know, somewhere
Filipino or something.
Filipino, somewhere in that mix. And she looked like that for a very long time. But they never addressed it in canon because she's a Edenian.
Because it really depends on the way they're trying to depict Edenia in that game.
Well, it doesn't matter how it's depicted because they're Edenian first.
No, I'm talking about in terms of how their looks go. So if Edenia more Asian, then the character might be more Asian. It was more of a Prince of Persia type of thing going on. So they look more like Spanish or Middle Eastern, more Egyptian, shit like that, you know?
What I'm saying, it never really matters how they're portrayed race-wise because they're Edenian.
Yeah, that's the only thing that matters.
That's why Jade can be one thing and Kitana can be another thing.
They can look black, white, Asian.
Yeah, that's why Jade can be black-coded and still come off as Edenian because that's their race. They're not that they just happen to be a dark-skinned Edenian.
Yeah.
Not a black person. You can associate it with African American,
but she's not.
She's not
Jax or Jackie.
Yeah,
which are probably the only two black people in
Darius.
Mortal Kombat. Yeah, he don't count.
But also, yeah, Darius is not like human.
He's an Outworlder.
No, he's from
Chaos Realm or the Order. I mean,
Sodao or some shit.
So, I mean, are we talking about we can't get into this right now.
Yeah, we're getting sidetracked.
People out there who are unwell mentally will be like, oh, but you know, it's an Asian sounding name. It doesn't matter. Raiden was a like 7 foot plus white dude for the entirety of the series, right? Just because the name came from Japanese culture doesn't mean to say that like, oh, well now they're trying to fix this appropriation. No, it's bullshit. What's his name? Is it Richard Epcar? Is that his name? That does the voice? Like, iconic. And I've seen people, this is not my saying it, right? I've seen people's comments in my videos referring to current Raiden as a Uber driver. I didn't say it. Other people are saying it, right? But you look at Kitana here, right? She's sexy, right? Sophisticated, and still like fairly legal. Like, yes.
What's so not sexy or fancy looking about now Kitana?
So the Kitana that looks like a man,
no, mannish features
is more feminine than the girl like almost 20 years later that looks like an actual female.
I just don't understand. I know I'm saying that a lot because I'm trying to get in his
argument is confusing.
Like, are we missing part of this video, or just how it is?
This is just how it is, and he's talking about how Kitana, how MK9 Kitana out of the NRS era is the worst looking Kitana.
No, I don't think she's the worst looking Kitana.
Out of the NRS era, you got MKX Kitana, which is a better looking Kitana than MK9.
I think the best Kitana is probably
MK11.
MK11, Circle Head.
I think Circle Head is the best looking Kitana. She has the best costume in my opinion and the best face. But that doesn't mean this woman's ugly.
MK9 Kitana I think is the best costume.
I do like MK9's costume
because it's a combination of like fancy, like he said, like sophisticated and badass with just enough sex appeal to to be there to fit the motif of the game.
But are you saying that MK1 Kitana isn't sophisticated?
She looks sophisticated.
She looks like a battle princess. I don't know. When I think of battle princess, that's a good outfit.
But let's not skirt over that. He thinking they hear that barely legal comment.
I was just gonna ignore it because I don't know what the fuck that means.
What could that possibly mean?
Because Kitana is like what,
1,000? Like she gotta be at least over 1,000 years old. So what the fuck do barely legal even mean? Do he know what he's talking about?
Now, Kitana might be a teenager in Adedian.
Who cares?
I'm just saying, I'm trying to make it make sense.
Remember we were talking about that 1,000-year-old witch in a little girl's body?
Yeah.
Well, this is a 1,000-year-old lady in a 20-something-year-old body.
So you think Fate is on that adrenochrome?
He might be.
Oh. Pop off the baby, scare the baby, and Drake is adrenochrome. It's good for me.
The queen good for me.
It's some fighting game. It's a Mortal Kombat fighting game. You know, not fucking grandma over here that's like covered. Like, look at the little amount of skin that this chick has covered up. Well, most of it. Like, not to mention that fucking elbow, dude. Like, hang on.
She is showing just about the same amount. Okay, yeah, she don't have battle abs.
I mean, she's not wearing a thong.
She's not wearing a thong. That's fine. Remember, MK9 Kitana looks very good in terms of our costume.
That's like the model.
If NRS actually had balls, they give every Kitana that costume.
But what I'm saying is, if you're comparing the primaries, there's nothing wrong. The Kitana.
No. There's nothing wrong with MK1's Kitana. I hate the fact that they call it MK1.
I have a lot of problems with MK1's costumes, but Kitana's not one of them.
I mean, they all kind of blend together.
They all got weird, like, little rompers on.
Romper, unitard.
Yeah, it's like everybody's wearing, like, the Mega Man Zero, like, fucking vest and shit.
Yeah, battle vest.
Yeah, so I don't get, like, there's nothing wrong. It shows plenty of skin, but she's not.
Okay, look.
She's not a barbarian.
Look, yeah. Am I saying that, okay, I agree with him that in terms of the costume, MK9, it has a lot more personality. It's a lot more of a appealing costume than MK1.
I think they're both fun.
Reason why I say that,
I think they're both fun.
Yeah, but the reason why I say that is because Sindel costume and Melina's costume are very similar to Kitana's.
No, they're not.
They are kind of.
No, they're not. You got.
They all got that kind of onesie thing going on.
No, go take another look at them. Go take another look at them. They're different.
No, I know they got different aspects. Like, for example, MK9 Melina and MK9 Melina and MK9 Kitana. They have similar costumes, but they focus on different areas.
It's the same thing for MK1.
Yeah, but
they don't look similar at all.
I don't know, man. He melted my brain. And he went back to the elbow. Oh, that fucking elbow.
How am I gonna your elbows too ashy? How am I supposed to get that elbow job?
Oh my god, bro. What is going on with this video?
I don't know. And you know what? I find Fate kind of difficult to react to. Because unlike DSP, he should be a normal person. So I keep looking at him like, man, this guy's like me, right? But then he talks about like Adenians not being legal. Then he wants a fucking elbow.
Okay. Do the detail on her elbow do the detail on her elbow look weird?
It looks like an elbow to me.
It looks like an elbow, but I can see how it looks weird. It looks like a damn thumbprint. And
okay, it's a weird looking elbow.
It's a weird looking texture because our arm is so fucking thin.
But I mean, it looks like
an elbow.
Right, he posted this one on the Discord. Right, just you know, just for clarity's sake. Right, hang on, we'll get her up. There we go. Can we zoom in a little bit more? We'll rotate. There we go. Right, move this over. Just cover up my beautiful face a moment. Now, come on, man. It like, you know what I mean? Like, there is no comparison here. And you know the funny part is, right? The funny part is the chick on the left, right, is obviously covered up quite a lot. Yet she looks way more feminine.
But let's move on to the picture he's shown. You know, the obviously porn picture.
Oh, you mean the source filmmaker? Barely.
He said this katana, that parody katana looks a lot more feminine.
She looked more white. That's all. She got Michael Jackson nose. They just dialed up all the femininity to 11. That's all they did.
But having big tits isn't femininity. I'm not here to pretend what the fuck femininity is. We're not girls. We're rough and tumble boys. Okay, I can hold up my shaving razor right now. All right.
I am a man.
But the way he's making an argument is every time he talks about femininity, he's bringing up tits.
Well, he haven't. He been talking about swamp elbows for the past. Look. I like breast. Okay, I'm a breast man. I don't see what is so wrong with this katana.
Because he's saying it right there. She's not feminine enough because she doesn't.
Because her
she's
tits
not
the size of her
feminine
head.
enough because she has smaller tits than a mock-up of a katana with everything on max.
Well, we don't know of everything on max.
And that's the shit I hate.
It's a pretty good get to say everything on max.
That's the shit I hate when they take a character and they just overinflate the features.
What features? It's usually just this character is hot because she's super thick, and it's like uncharacteristically like it's like a disgusting level thick.
It's like a blob of tits and ass.
She's so hot, guys, because
her tits are bigger than her head.
Her tits are bigger than her heads, and her tits are bigger than her thighs, and they droop down to her stomach, and her thighs are bigger than her knees, whatever. It's weird. It's like I don't know who dictate that being hot, but it's not.
Like he's like 50.
What?
He's like 50.
I thought he was like 40 something.
Does that improve the situation? Does him being 40 improve the situation at all?
No, but him being 50 make it worse.
So
you can confirm that you go hard confirm that he's 50.
He's at least early 50s. I could be wrong. I'm sorry if I am, but he looks like he's in his early 50s.
I am so confused.
And on top of that, like it's like his knowledge of femininity is like a teenager's.
She gotta have big tits or she's not worth it. And his problem is that her breast isn't pushed together.
No, but look at that picture. They're gigantic.
They're bigger than the katanas we got now.
But she has boobs. Why does it matter? She has boobs. Now, he's acting like she's flat chested.
I think his issue is with the art style of the game. I think he can't distinguish the difference between an art style and an actual design. Her design, I'm not a big fan of MK1's art design. Characters are way too thin. Okay, yeah. I think we said this way before. The characters don't look good. They look good in motion, yeah, but they look like weird string bean.
Yeah, now you got me saying it wrong.
People, okay, and their costumes are fine. Shit changes through art design. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like if a character look a certain way, like let's take the breast for example, right?
Yeah.
All right, just because a character has small breasts in one art style and then they have different looking breasts in another art style, it don't mean that character have large breasts. It just means the breasts look different. You feel me? It's not always the same thing every time. So if you want a big breasted katana, she still has big breasts in his game's art style. It's like, just a different art style.
Like he was comparing
I'm so confused. Oh my God.
Like he was comparing it to the 3D era and comparing it to
I'm lost.
MK9 that had very comic book proportions. Not MK9. MK9's a weird thing.
I'm not sure what they were going for in MK9. They were super weird in that
especially
game.
in the 3D era, they had very comic bookish proportions.
Yeah.
So of course everything's gonna look bigger in the meta
was bigger and everything. Everything's bigger in Texas.
In MK1, they have a lot more quote unquote realistic body sizes. So why would she? I'm not saying it's impossible.
And don't get me wrong, MK1 had the superior art style.
Then what? The 3D era?
Then to one. I think MK1 characters look completely inferior to MK11 characters.
You got that backward. Wait.
Yeah,
I'm confused.
I think MK11 characters look better than MK1.
Okay, yeah, because you keep saying one, and my brain keeps resetting to why are you talking about the first Mortal Kombat? I hate that fucking name. At any rate, if he wants a big-titted Kitana, just go to Melina.
Or get a mod.
Melina has big tits in this game.
Or get a mod. So I'm pretty sure there's 1,000 mods out there. Like, once again, use Aki, right?
Okay.
All right.
Street Fighter 6.
Her Street Fighter 6 is Aki. Okay. Now her thinness is a part of her design. Not only do it reflect her master, it reflect her serpentine nature. Or crane. I'm not sure if they're going for her with her head.
It's like a snake.
I guess her head represent
a poisonous mushroom.
Thing's hat.
It's a poisonous mushroom.
Or things that it can be interpreted different ways. She has a very good design.
Okay, yeah.
So there are mods exist that completely ruin this character design. They completely misses the point just to give her big thighs and big tits for no apparent reason, and she looks disgusting.
So he just looks at porn all day, as far as I'm concerned, because he sounds like a Coomer to me. He sounds like it sounds like Coomer shit.
He married?
Apparently, he has kids too. Apparently,
and maybe his wife looked like that. Maybe he just compared her to the ultimate prettiness.
You're looking at a mock-up of MK11 Kitana with no real differences other than higher cheekbones, which you already call MK1 Kitana a ladyboy for, and that she has bigger tits, and what you say is more feminine.
Again, compared to her face model in MK1, her face, the in-game face, do have stronger features.
But it's almost the same thing.
But it's about 95% the same. It's just that, okay, they might have made her face a little more rigid or upper, her cheekbones more pronounced, her eyes a bit more squinty. I don't know what the fuck they was going for. She not ugly.
That's like saying, who played Captain Marvel?
Brie Larson, I think.
Yeah. That's like saying, I think Brie Larson is okay, but I wish her ass was bigger. You see this? She's not feminine enough. Here's this porn picture.
I think Brie Larson's hot.
It's fine, but here's this porn picture of her. Her ass is big. She's more feminine. That's his logic.
She's corrected.
She's perfect. It's weird. It's weird for a 50-something-year-old man, or at least a late 40s-year-old man.
He's allowed to have his opinion, man.
But you put it on the internet.
Yeah, but he's allowed to have his opinion. Your argument isn't with his opinion. Your argument is with his... I figured to sit that shit back where he's confusing the fuck out of me.
More and more I look at like Kitana and Melina's face in this game. Like, I'm starting to think they modeled it off dudes. Right? Then we have Kitana, which is surprising here. Kitana and MK11, I think, was the best of these two. Right? I think it was the best of these two.
Okay, so he is a man of culture. He do understand what it takes, what prettiness is.
Is he truly a man of culture if he said that the MK1 Kitana once again is modeled off of dudes? And he thinks the face model for Kitana and Melina and MK1 are two different people.
Okay.
Twins.
Are they the same person?
They're twins. Yes, it's the same face model.
But I prefer the way Melina looked, because Melina is like super hot in this game.
It's the same face model.
I like her like cut eyebrow. I got the eyebrow thing.
She might got some different stuff because of the art design team, so they can differentiate them a little bit more. But it's the same model. So how can you say that they're a model off of men? Like, are you not paying attention to what you're saying?
I think he got a certain view in his head, and he can't get it right on paper.
And I'm sorry this is coming off as rambly.
He's coming across as rambling.
We're trying to understand this man.
We're trying to get inside Fate.
And we're
trying to have Fate feel us deep inside him.
And I thought this would be like a case of, we cherry pick this, but we keep stopping almost like as soon as we're done recording.
We're gonna be reacting to this entire video.
Apparently.
Cause this shit just gold dust.
Yeah.
It's Kino.
Yeah. We got to get better at reacting to shit because like we could have done this a lot better justice.
Yeah.
Right. This is how I knew that NetherRealm were going woke. This shit right here is when I really noticed this change in like with NetherRealm, right? How do you go from like MK9, right, to that swamp monster, right? These two bitches like would make my dick hide behind my balls, right?
I love this man.
I don't get it. I don't get
this
it,
man.
I don't understand.
His voice is so fucking funny.
So your logic is, I don't care how anybody feels about MK. Oh, they used to make women ugly. I don't think they make women ugly anymore. Any detractor of MK can say that at least the females look facial wise look fine. Even with the dumb shit with Tanya when MK1 was first coming out, and the shit that people were stretching out of proportion because it was a bad frame, and she was emoting. Even that was blown out of proportion because Melina's gorgeous in this game. And our face actress, our face model is gorgeous.
Okay, look. Hold
on.
What?
So you can agree that MK11 and MK1 were step ups from MKX and MK9.
Look, I was about to say, I draw, right?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So in terms of what's pretty, okay, so a tier list would be like starting from MK9, right?
Yeah.
Okay, MK9 Kitana is kind of objectively prettier than MKX's Kitana.
I guess I can see that.
Okay, because you gotta look at it from like a face structure. And MK11 Kitana is prettier than 10s and 9s. But the
point is,
and because
two of those are cartoon characters.
Okay, but let me finish.
And two of those are real women.
Let me finish. The reason why MK11 Kitana come across as prettier than MK1's Kitana is because of her lack of facial detail. She look inherently more feminine because she look younger. And I know that sounds weird, but with younger characters, they tend not to have as much facial detail than older characters.
But what I'm saying is, if you were walking down the street,
the color circle head for a reason.
If you're walking down the street, they're both good-looking women.
No, I'm not. No,
I know what you're saying. What I'm saying is, when you walk down the street and you see MK1 Kitana's face, your first instinct isn't going to call that woman ugly.
Okay, the actual I know what he mean in terms of he haven't brought up the face model once, mind you. So I know I'm looking at the face model.
She's still a representative.
I know, but let me finish. I'm looking at the face model of MK1's Kitana.
Okay.
Okay. The face model of MK1's Kitana look better than the actual model of MK1 Kitana because I don't like what they did to her face.
That can be said for a lot of face models.
No, Sindel looked fine. I know she's not the same face model. Sindel looked fine. Tanya looks fine. Hell, Megan Fox looks fine.
But if you look at them, side to side, they
look similar. You're stuck in them looking similar. I'm talking about the changes they made to her face.
And I'm telling you, other than like the weird higher cheekbones,
they higher cheekbones. She got long, like wider lips. Is a whole thing.
But she's still not ugly.
She's still not ugly, but Melina definitely got the
better deal of the
better design scene.
I wouldn't call her like a butterface.
No, like there's nothing wrong with her, and I do agree with him. She don't look as good as MK1's. Oh my god, MK11 Kitana.
Fate. Okay, MK11 Kitana I think looks better out of the two when it comes to face models. As for what they represent in the game, yes, I think MK11 looks better. MK1 Kitana is character model is far from ugly.
No, it's not the fact that she's ugly, man. I don't think she's not unattractive. He's calling her a swamp monster. Imagine, he just called them nothing but bitches and swamp monsters the entire time. So she's not ugly. She's just not demure. Is it me? The people who are understanding to listening to this.
So Fate will have to explain to me what the fuck femininity is.
I don't think he will. I think it's literally gonna boil down to tits and ass.
Because the only argument I heard is I don't like specifically how she looks, even though this character looks completely fine. And then you show a picture of a past version of a character that is essentially a cartoon character. And don't get me wrong, MK1 Kitana is still a cartoon character, but you know what I mean. They're based off of people.
Yeah.
So it's more tied to, realism than what MK9 and MKX was doing.
I mean, fair.
That's like saying, man, I hate the way, I don't know, Black Widow looks in the movies because she looks sexier in the comics. But that's a cartoon character, dude.
Oh, Scarlett Johansson don't slouch, though.
That's what I'm saying. That's like calling Scarlett Johansson ugly because she's not as sexed up. I'm not saying sex.
I'll fight him in the street. I'll fight anybody in the street if they say that.
I'm using this for, it's a bad example, but what I mean is, that's like saying, oh, well, I don't like Scarlett Johansson because I don't like the way she looks in the Marvel movies, but her comic version has big giant tits.
And that's good for me.
And that's good for me.
Like this is what they do. They don't want to have cleavage because that's a feminine thing. That makes it look feminine. Now, I'm not against chicks that are built with pancakes. Like, I don't give a fuck, right? Because you're still a chick. I don't care. All shapes and sizes. Right? Although I did read one thing, and I don't know if it's true. Apparently, girls with like gigantic hoo-hoos actually look older as they get older. Right? Apparently...
I don't understand, man.
What is he talking about?
I've never heard somebody refer to breasts as pancakes.
That's probably wherever he's from.
Pancakes.
That's probably wherever he's from. The kind of colloquialisms we just don't know about. But
I don't think it.
Does he not know how boobs work?
It's like it don't matter if they're separated or together to make cleavage. It don't matter. Okay, technically she don't have cleavage because her clothes are separated and her breasts keeping them in place, or possibly keeping them in place. I'm not sure how it fucking work with no bra.
Yeah, I don't know what's the support on that shirt is.
So I don't like, even if they're together, it don't matter if they're together or apart, as long as they're secure. Okay?
But he thinks her not displaying cleavage is not feminine.
Her having breasts make her feminine.
Like,
at all.
This coming off as rambly, but like I feel like it's coming off as rambly because he's not making any. I thought he would like give us something to work with.
He's just insane,
but he's just like his logic makes no sense. At least with DSP, there's shit to make fun of, and maybe because we're not aware of Fate enough. But this video made me laugh for the first 2 minutes.
Oh no, I am thoroughly in love with this man,
and I thought like
I'm not gay, but he's turning me.
We heard him before, and he was just making us laugh like, oh, I don't like combos in Mortal Kombat 1. I don't like combos in Mortal Kombat 1, but the combos of Tekken 8 are fine.
Yeah,
crazy shit like that makes me want to react to this guy, and I thought like this is too insane even for me.
And he said that he accepts all body types, but no, you don't, because you're bringing up her breasts to begin with. You don't accept all body types because you clearly got a problem with her breasts. He's amazing.
I don't get him. I don't get him. I thought this would be easy.
He's amazing. He is a Rubik's cube of stupidity.
Here's how we level up in this reaction.
Yeah, right? we got to get the muscles up.
This is how we level up. We got to
tackle difficult things like this.
We can't do easy things like how Sparking Zero is probably gonna suck.
Yeah, we can't do that.
We can't do easy things like DSP. This is how we do it. We have to look into the seemingly normal. Well, he's never been normal, but we have to look into that and get our reaction skills up that way.
I don't understand this,
because he's a challenge. Even when he's pitching easy shit that we should be smashing out the park, his logic is so baffling. It's leaving us like speechless.
Did he say it in a most confident way, with like you have to understand me type of way, in the funniest fucking voice I've ever heard? It is. I think I'm a Fate fan. I'm a Fate fan.
Well, I'll try to stay on top of him. Hint, hint. No, he won't like that. Like these Team Crossbody boys, they're trying to hop on my cook.
Trying to hop on my pancake.
These Team Crossbody lads, they're big black dudes. It's good for me.
Good for me. I could be outside saying good for me.
If you look here at the chestal area, they basically have gone, we are going to make the left and the right boob hate each other. They're not coming together, you know, like, oh, I'm gonna tempt that Liu Kang, right? Nah, man, they fucking pitted those two tits against each other. Like it's just ridiculous. Hang on, let's rotate around, right? You can see a little bit of, you know, a little bit of bounce, if you will. But come on, look at that fucking elbow!
God, man. Look at that fucking elbow!
Why can't he say tits? Why can't he say boobs?
So, okay.
If you look here in the chest area.
So, what we got here is a possibly married man.
Possibly married man.
To a woman. I'm not sure what his preferences are.
Hey, let's not put him in a corner.
A possibly married man who only know breasts to work one way.
I'm gonna tempt that Liu Kang.
He only know breasts to work one way, and it has to be pressed together.
Unless it's not woman.
Unless you are automatically a swap monster bitch with swap monster elbows.
And a lady boy.
And a lady boy.
Yeah, that seems to.
He has me thoroughly tickled.
Oh my god! Like it's insane. I thought there would be like a line of logic here, but he's shooting to one subject to the next, and it's making me sound insane.
Now I know he don't like MK1. I'm not sure.
I was thinking that, but go ahead.
No, don't get me wrong. He's a drama farmer. Like he stirs the pot.
Yeah.
Okay, he doing on purpose
because it sounds
he's confirmed to be bad at the game.
It sounds like this video sounds like he has nothing to talk about,
thus making us have nothing to talk. We made more valid points than he made this entire 11 minutes
because it just sounds like he's just talking like the side of his ass to meet like a time requirement to put the video out.
This is what happens when you lock yourself in a box. Okay, my man used to be a Mugen channel. Okay, back in the good old days, before we got to know the creature that is fate, he was a Mugen channel. Okay, he found, I guess, an audience and hated MK1. That's what all this started.
MK1, I don't know. I think he liked 11.
He liked 11 because it allowed him to escape from all the other bullshit that game's supposed to punish you for him.
So he'll love Street Fighter 6.
No, he's scared of Street Fighter 6.
But Street Fighter 6 is for people who don't like fighting games.
I agree with that. We're about done this video.
We're about done.
Let's see what else you got to say. Let's see if you want to clip any more of it, and we can end it from there.
Okay.
There's the glitch again. Alright, my PC version's been glitching. I don't know why. Oh, I know why. It's NetherRealm. Right? Oh, sorry, Q-Lock Entertainment. So, look at that fucking elbow, man. Right? Listen, I take a chick farting in bed than that. Look at that thing. What the fuck? Is that a ball sack? Did somebody get somebody's ball sack and go, you know what, that's a pretty fucking good texture. Right? But that's the reason why. Like, when you take this mask off, I'm like, listen, love, listen. I'm going to need a bit of show and tell. Right? Before we get the party started, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, catch you next time.
Oh my god.
That's a godlike way to go out. Look at that elbow. It looks like a ball sack. Okay, goodbye.
You spent 11 minutes not making no point. Just a nothing video. This was a nothing video.
Yeah, it was a nothing video.
Like, okay, goodbye.
Okay.
Oh,
so my bad.
I'm a Fate fan.
My bad. I thought this would be something.
I don't care. That ending was worth it.
I thought this would be something substantial.
Oh,
I didn't think he was going to I didn't think he was going to ramble for 11 minutes, and in turn cause us to ramble.
God, bro.
And then in turn cause us to ramble for 11 minutes. But to be fair, this is like a big makeup for the lack of a crash video because it's supposed to come out this weekend.
Oh my god, bro.
So this is just a quick video. Well, it's 40 minutes, so watch it if you want.
Why are you ending it like that?
What do you mean?
Goodbye.